Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Football Stooges, the weekly YouTube podcast where we break down football in the stupidest way you can imagine.
And boys, it's stupid.
Very stupid indeed. This week we have a lot of stuff to get to. We're nearing into the last quarter of the NFL season. College football is slowly grinding its way to a rivalry Saturday or weekend in other teams' cases. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Some interesting things in the NFL and college world. So let's get right into it as always. I cannot run the show alone as shown by the beautiful picture behind me. So here for 99.9% of all episodes, the one, the only, the Purell hand sanitizer not sponsored of the Football Stooges, Mastodon.
Vic Fangio's a defensive coordinator god, but shit Tula, what the fuck is that offensive play calling?
Also, everyone, a moment of silence for Mastodon's liver as the new coach of Virginia Tech is going to be James Franklin.
Oh yeah, I saw about that. Yeah.
All right,
you can't see me by saluting.
Yeah, some people are like Penn State fans are deluded if he says he was bad. I'm like, he did less with more.
I mean, we'll see how he does in a not like really tough situation like Penn State, because Penn State's always had really good talent, but they've also been in a division or a conference where there's like Michigan State, Ohio State. You know, there's some tough competition now. There's also Oregon too. So we'll see what he can do in a weaker conference that still has some really good competition, and in a school that's expectations are a lot lower. So we'll see. Next up, fresh off another Bears W, it's fucking Mamba.
Heart attack W.
How's it going, baby? Oh, wait, that's the old.
Yeah.
We need the
it's
new
old.
screenshot.
Yeah, the new. The Bears are at the top of the North. Mamba
we're
is
at the
on
top
cloud
of
nine.
My mama
King of
told
the
me
North.
it's my time to lead the North. we got also the Pope loves Philly. We love Philadelphia. We love the Eagles. All right, we got a nice new alliance going on.
All right, just don't talk.
And then they face against each other next week.
Just don't talk about the Blackhawks. Anyway,
for that
welcome,
game, I'm massive. We got a call tie for that game.
Oh no! Oh hell no!
Come on, we got a call tie. Come on.
So the Bears are undefeated against all of the NFC East except for the Eagles. The Eagles are defeated in the entire NFC North in their games played, except for the Bears. They will play each other this weekend. Well, Black Friday specifically.
Next week.
The
Those
winner
handshakes.
The winner of
handshakes are gonna be juicy, boy.
Chris. The winner. I prediction that the winner of this game wins both the NFC East and the NFC North. Yeah, they just win.
Yeah.
Next up, currently on cloud one, white ass Gorlami.
Oh, one. Hold on.
Are you on that War Thunder grind?
No, I was still at banished up.
Oh.
Hold on. It's middle of winter. Anyways, last time the Bears were ahead of us in the division, we won the Super Bowl. So
I
see
mean,
what happens.
Many Super Bowl teams
Obama might have been president in his first term, but that's what happened.
You guys also had Aaron Rodgers, not Jordan Love, who's currently playing with poop in his brain, and Matt LaFleur, who's playing or calling poop on the field. And last but certainly,
How are the Bengals? Yeah, how are the Bengals doing with their play calling? He doesn't want to talk about
Why
it.
do we have this? What's going on?
Drake May.
Oh my God, it's him. It's real. It's the real Drake May.
Yeah. How do you feel, K-Duff, that Drake May's current?
Drake May.
Yeah. How do you feel that Drake May's current best nickname that's traveling around is Drake May?
I mean, it's fitting. Give it to
They
him.
have Drake May wrapping paper now.
Yeah. The nickname for him is Drake, and then in parentheses Drake May.
Can we just say we started it because of Drake May?
That was that one guy we found that said these beers are fucking.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah,
Drake May.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. As always, there are a lot of things. Yeah, NCAA football was not kind to the old man this week. There's a lot of things to talk about. We have some Stooges Bowls, if you will. The Eagles are playing the Bears, There's also another one that kind of rings my mind. Since we already played Gorlami, I guess now I have to go and I have to play K-Duff. Oh.
Bruh.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Oh my! Yo, a ref got injured during Thursday Night Football.
Yo, what?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, ref injury.
Oh shit!
Those have happened before, but yeah, that's reffing is a rough job.
Unks down, boy. Unks down.
I mean, what is the specific name for the umpire that stands like around the middle linebacker area, Gorlami?
A what?
The referee that stands right around the middle linebacker area.
The umpire.
The umpire. That one's a rough spot because if there's a crossing route, if there's a guy running up the middle, you're in the line of fire. You know, that's a rough spot to be in.
I actually umpired quite a bit in high school. I throw my shoulder into him.
And
Deal
now
with
I'll
it.
down.
He's part of the field. Run him over. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about this week, so let's get right into it. As always, as we said last week, we will do 1 second of silence for the crossover grid. Thank you.
Again?
Wait, it's still
My
dead.
brain doesn't have to function.
It's still dead. It was so fun to do it, but yeah.
Do I need to
It was.
host my own crossover grid?
BMG
I don't-
hosting.
I don't know how you would get around to doing that. If you can do it, hats off
Just
to
a
you. but,
website.
like, it is, but like, how would you cross-reference all the data and everything like that? It's
I
just-
could chat GPT. It'll be easy, right? I could vibe code it.
maybe. Anyway, college
All
football then. We'll start with that. So we'll talk about obviously the top 25 in the AP poll, then we'll go to the college football playoff rankings as that is nearing completion. There are 2 weeks left in college football week. There is the last week of the season, rivalry week, and then there's the week before, where every other team has an important game. The SEC plays some random group of 5 school from the middle of nowhere. So, Ohio State is number 1. They'll play Rutgers. Indiana has a bye second to last week of the season. They will then play Purdue. If they beat Purdue, this is the first undefeated season in football for the Indiana Hoosiers ever. They have been around since the 1800s, basically. Texas A&M, the only undefeated non-Big Ten team left in the group, in football, it's college football. They will play Samford, not Stanford, Samford. Then Georgia at 4 will play Charlotte. Ole Miss will play Mississippi State after a bye. That is the Egg Bowl, day after Thanksgiving. Texas Tech will play West Virginia. Oregon will play USC. Oklahoma will play Missouri. Notre Dame will play Syracuse. Alabama will play Eastern Illinois. Again, SEC, what the fuck? BYU will play
They've always done
Cincinnati.
that.
I know, but Vandy doesn't. Vandy has to play Kentucky. Like, where was their pushover? Utah will play Kansas State. Miami, Florida will play Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech at number 15 will play Pittsburgh. USC at 16 will play Oregon. Texas dropped 7 spots, will play Arkansas. They lost to Georgia. Michigan at 18 will play Maryland. Virginia will play Virginia Tech after a bye. Tennessee will play Florida. James Madison at 21 there will play Washington State. North Texas at 9-1, leading the American. They currently have a pretty high chance to make the college football playoff because they could win the American, and if they do, they would be a heavy consideration for the final seed. They will play Rice. Missouri will play Oklahoma at 23. Tulane will play Temple on the 22nd. And then Houston will play TCU. That is the top 25 for the AP poll. But here's where it really matters for the postseason. College football.
Hold on, I
playoff.
gotta say something about the North Texas. It's the first time they're like the top 25 since the 50s, if I read something correct. Like
Yes.
with their record and
They are a very old school. Some of those
Tulane on this,
smaller Texas schools. I'll explain Tulane in a minute. So, college football playoff. This is their predictions most recently, November 18th. Ohio State at 1. They're expecting them to win the Big Ten. They're putting Indiana at 2. I would think that they should put Texas A&M if they are undefeated and win the SEC at 2, but semantics. Texas A&M, they're expecting to win the SEC, and then Georgia expecting to come second. After that, in the 4th or 5th seed is Texas Tech, who they're expecting to win the Big 12. Then in the 6th seed, Ole Miss is the 3rd SEC team. Then in 7th is Oregon, the 3rd Big 10 team. 8th is Oklahoma, the 4th SEC team. 9th is Notre Dame, an independent. 10th is Alabama, the 5th SEC team. 11th is who they're expecting to win the ACC, which is Miami University of Florida. I think it'll be Georgia Tech. Don't underestimate Haynes King. Pre-CTE Haynes King hits like crack. And then finally, at the 12th spot, who they're expecting from the group of 5, the smaller conferences, to win the American and have the best record moving forward, is going to be the Green Wave, formerly of the SEC, Tulane.
Okay, that explains that. Because of all these schools, like, they make sense. Like Alabama, Ohio State, Indiana. Tulane out of nowhere just threw me for a second.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that they're trying to, like, convey the fact that, like, hey, if you're like, UCF from years ago where they went undefeated, and they're like, we're the national champs, they're going to be like, okay, prove it. Here, come to the college football playoff. You got to win on the road in Texas Tech. Then you got to go play Georgia. Then you got to go play Ohio State. Then you got to go play, Indiana. You got to run the gauntlet. If you really want to be the champs, go be the champs. That UCF team could have definitely done something. I don't know how far they would have gone. But again, these 12 seeds could be pretty dynamic. So, there you go. That is the college football playoff prediction. And with that, we will turn it over to KDUF News.
All right. Let's see what we got to start out with here with injury news. We got Falcons quarterback Michael Penis. I did it again. I fucking did it again.
Oh, I thought you did it on purpose.
No.
The joke is taken out of sight. You know what? Fuck it. Falcons quarterback Dick the Cock Johnson has torn his ACL. But seriously, Panics. He apparently has his. This is the only healthy ACL he had left because he tore the other one twice in college, as you guys might remember.
Oof.
So he's done for the year. And good God, this guy needs his. He's like every single brace put on his leg for the rest of his career now. Let's see. Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley. He's got a broken leg that'll keep him sidelined the rest of the year. Broncos running back J.K. Dobbins is going under the knife for foot surgery that'll keep him out. A Giants offensive tackle Evan Neal. He's out for the year and probably out for the Giants. I think that might end his tenure here after a hamstring injury. Dolphins cornerback Juju Brents also has a foot injury that's keeping him out. And Bengals cornerback Cam Taylor Britt is going to be out for the remainder of the year with Lisfranc surgery. So again, foot surgery. Shorter to long-term stuff. Guys going on IR include Lions tight end Sam Laporta with a back injury. Cardinals running back Amari Demercado with an ankle sprain. Bengals defensive end and currently voted worst first-round pick this year, Shamar Stewart with the injury. Patriots defensive tackle Milton Williams with an ankle injury. 49ers kicker Eddie Pinheiro with a hamstring. Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel is in concussion protocol, which means Shadur Sanders will be getting his first career start. Eagles offensive tackle Lane Johnson's got a Lisfranc injury, and Rams safety Quentin Lake has a elbow injury. Questionable is going into the week. Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers apparently has a broken bone in his wrist. He's been practicing but is uncertain to start. Steelers running back Jalen Warren has an ankle injury. Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton with a hamstring, and defensive end Kayvon Thibodeau with shoulder injuries. Packers linebacker Quay Walker with a neck injury, and running back Josh Jacobs with a knee injury. Also dealing with knee injuries include Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco, Falcons wide receiver Drake London, Vikings guard Will Freeze, Browns tight end David Njoku, and Patriots linebacker Harold Landry. We're also expected to be getting back wide receiver Kayshon Boutte from his hamstring injury. Lions offensive tackle Penei Sewell and with an ankle injury. Bears offensive tackle Darnell Wright with a pectoral strain. Titans wide receiver Alec Iamanor with a hamstring injury. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott with a hip injury. Colts quarterback Daniel Jones with a calf injury. And a bit of a surprise, a welcome one for Bengals fans, Joe Burrow has been taking first team reps the past couple days coming back from his toe turf surgery. So he's not exactly a long shot to start on Sunday from the sounds of it. So that's something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, full participant in practice.
Yeah, good for him. Other than that, the only thing got for injury stuff is Jets cornerback Chris Boyd. He is in stable condition after he was shot in the chest, not a punctured lung over the weekend in Manhattan. So thank God he survived that. Signing and re-signing stuff. Browns have re-signed defensive end Alex Wright on a 3-year, $33 million deal with 21 guaranteed. The Commanders, they waived Matt Gay, and they're replacing him with former Bear, the guy they got off the Bears practice squad, kicker Jake Moody. That's not going to work out for you. I can already tell you right now. And Texans have also waived running back Damian Pierce, so he's done as well. I think really on the retirements or holdout stuff, go on to miscellaneous stuff. As we already talked about, Virginia Tech has hired former Penn State head coach James Franklin as their head coach. No word on what the contract length or details are, but it also is confirmed that Penn State is lowering his buyout by $9 million after some negotiation. Also, carrying over from last week, we talked briefly about how the NFL is filing a grievance towards the NFLPA to stop publishing team report cards. Apparently, the team that put that forward was the Jets, specifically by Woody Johnson, whose team was one of the lowest scoring on their report card last year. So, salty much? Okay. Speaking of salty, Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase, he's been suspended 1 game for spitting on Steelers cornerback Jalen Ramsey, which adds yet another chapter to that rivalry between those two guys. This was just weird to hear because considering their performance in Spain, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa announced he would love to play an NFL game in Jerusalem, Israel. I don't think I need to explain so many ramifications as to why that's a bad idea. We're just going to leave it at that. Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders, not only is he having his first start this week, but he also is coming off of it after having possibly one of the worst introductions ever to the NFL. His QBR rating was one of the lowest ever recorded at 13.5, beating a record set by former Falcons quarterback Kim McQuilkin. And to add insult to injury, he also returned home after the game to find out that his house was broken into and burgled of $200,000. I mean, every time I hear somebody in the NFL who got their house broken into, it involves some big amount of money going around. I'm just saying, banks and safes exist. Just stop leaving it out there. And to end us off, 2 quick passings. Former Seahawks safety Ken Easley passed away this week at the age of 66. He played 7 years in the league, all with the Seahawks, ending his career a 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first and 1-time second-team All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year honors in 1984. He's a member of the Seahawks Hall of Fame and had his number 45 retired. And he recorded 32 interceptions, 8 sacks, 11 fumbles, and 3 touchdowns. And I also saw somewhere just recently that Seahawks are going to be honoring him by wearing his number on their helmets this week. Sadly, to end this off as well, legendary high school and Laney College football coach John Beam passed away at the age of 66 as well. This was after he was shot and killed on Laney College campus in Oakland. He was a massive figure in the Bay Area football community, starring in the Netflix documentary series Last Chance U, having mentored a number of pro sports athletes over a 40-year career, such as Saints cornerback Najon Wright, his brother Bears cornerback Nashawn, as well as Portland Trailblazer superstar Damian Lillard. Oakland PD have reported they have arrested the shooter, identified as a former high school football standout that knew Beam, so it is being labeled as a target attack. So hopefully some justice served there. Rest in peace to both those guys. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. As always, rest in peace to some sadly passing legends. All right. Moving on now to a overseas game. I believe this is the first NFL game in Spain, at least the first one in a while.
Yes, and to paraphrase it in their language, it was complete mierda.
Yeah, it was shit.
Haka. 13-6, the final score. It did go to overtime, but it was one of those overtime games where it was like, more game. It was like, more game. It was not the most excellent showing. The Dolphins won, though, which interesting.
Neither team should have won.
Honestly, field conditions. Yeah. Field conditions, usually with these overseas games, even the ones that technically aren't overseas, if you count South America as overseas, I don't know, whatever. geography. We're not the geography stooges. Usually the field conditions are shit. Like, I remember watching the Michigan football game this weekend where they played at Wrigley Field against Northwestern. Shit field conditions. Everyone was fucking slipping. Honestly, shout out to
It probably
Spain.
rained.
I mean, a little bit, but also they had just sodded the field, which was a big...
It's also, I believe, a partially indoor stadium, so they could have just like had decent coverage for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I mean, but still, like, Rio couldn't, or Sao Paulo couldn't do this. London doesn't do this. You know, Munich hasn't really done it well either.
It's Brazil and London. What do you expect?
And Germany,
because they're playing the other football that would have good pitches, like good grass.
Well, yeah, like the company that makes a lot of the pitches in the Premier League actually did Lambeau. So, like, you think it would work well because Lambeau is one of those fields that's amazing, and it's a great combination of turf and real grass and the good depth, so it doesn't get pulled up. Whatever. We're becoming the grass stooges. Anyway, the game, 13-16. The final score: Dolphins get the win in overtime. 14 for 20 for Tua for 171, no touchdowns, no picks, and 3 sacks. The big thing, though, another time Devon Akane makes his money. 21 carries, 120 yards, no touchdowns though. Lead receiver was Waddle, 3 for 52. Marcus Mariota was the leader for the Commanders, 20 for 30 for 213, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and 1 sack. Lead rusher Chris Rodriguez, 15 for 79. Lead receiver Deebo Samuel, 7 for 74 and a touchdown. The Washington Commanders are 3-8 after making the NFL or the NFC Championship last year, and it looks like they're not even going to make the playoffs. At 3-8, it's still possible you could make it at 9-8, but not great. And if
They're
you do
not
make
mathematically
it,
out, but they're basically out.
Real quick, I want to say before we're the touch grass stooges.
Well, considering that, you know, War Thunder was brought up, I don't think we do. Anyway, but shout out to the Dolphins. I feel like both teams lost. The Commanders get further and further away from being able to make the playoffs, and the Dolphins move to 4-7. They're not making the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, they're not doing a damn thing. So just get a better pick. They still, haven't traded away any of their assets, but Devon Akane definitely won. 21 carries, 120 yards. Dude was killing it. 2 straight weeks of him rushing like a maniac.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wanted this game to end in a tie just to laugh at it even more.
Well, it's in Europe. It's in Europe. They're used to
point.
ties. You know, soccer ends in ties.
No, but I'm just saying because both teams lose.
Yeah.
Like, it's hilarious.
They do shootouts there.
Only when it matters. In regular season games, I believe in.
Right.
They just don't.
That is true.
Holy fucking shit! No,
Yeah.
Tua.
Good God, what a snack!
Yeah,
Tua, who did you think you were? Who does Tua think he? Well, okay. First of all, what was that? What was that fake? Was that intentional to be like that? It looks. He's got one chin strap off, which Gorlami's probably already seething about. Then he does this, and he's just. And then look, he goes, "I'm Lamar." Oh fuck, I'm not.
Doing his best impression of Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl on 3rd down.
Oh man. Yeah. So
It's Jason Sanders.
the game went to overtime. Cool. Now Spaniards know about our overtime rules. Anyway, next up, Panthers and Falcons.
Some of you have heard this one before. The Falcons still don't know how to use Bijan Robinson.
Oh my god, yeah.
Also, have Bryce Young play against the Falcons. He'll go undefeated.
Yeah, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay, 30-27 is the final score. That's not the funny thing. Bryce Young probably had more passing yards than all of Gorlami's parlay. 31 for 45 for 448 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You're shitting me.
448 yards.
I think it's a franchise record too.
That's nuts.
You're kidding me?
That is insane.
Not the stone cold white boy Jake Delhomme never did that shit?
No, I also remember
Cam
that was
who?
like early 2000s where passing wasn't really like big as it is now.
Yeah, Cam Newton was nothing compared to Jake Delhomme. That is a joke. Anyway, Rico Dottle, 19
He's still
carries,
nothing to me
45
too,
yards.
especially after the fucking comments he was making on First Take about Drake May.
Teratoa McMillan, 8 receptions, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Falcons, Michael Penix Jr., 13 for 16 for 175. No touchdowns, no picks. Kirk came in after his injury, went 6 for 14 for 48. Running, Bijan Robinson. I will hand it to the Falcons. Offensively, did a lot better. 23 carries, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's great. And then receiving, 4 receptions, 39 yards. We're looking at 140-plus total all-purpose yards. Love it. Awesome. That's great. Okay? What wasn't great is your defense was about as effective as a one-legged chair in a windstorm. Fucked all the shit. Lead receiver also Drake London, 7 receptions, 119 yards. Great job by him. 2 very inconsistent teams. I don't know what Bryce Young did before this game, but if you're a Panthers fan, you are begging him to do the exact same thing every time, because what is this? 448 yards, only 14 incompletions on 45 attempts and 3 touchdowns with no picks. The worst thing about his stats...
He has to play against the Falcons. I think he's like undefeated against the Falcons.
Yeah. So I think
also,
good.
I was about to make the joke. Also, the first half of games he's usually terrible, but then the second half he goes off. I think he's the same in a season. First half of the season he's terrible. Then second half season he becomes great.
Oh my god, is he just is he just like small Jordan Love? It's only when Toyotathon happens that he goes crazy. I will hit it. The offense for the Falcons did a pretty good job before Penix got hurt. I mean, you were running the ball more. Bijan Robinson had more carries than Michael Penix Jr. had pass attempts. You kind of want to see something close to that. Maybe not that all the time, but like you want to see Bijan carry a lot of the workload because he deserves it, and he's a player that can win you a game. So it just said their defense just went AWOL, missing. You know, they're on the side of a milk carton. I will say this is probably a put the league on notice game from Teratoa McMillan. He might have put his toes into the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think he'll win it with guys like Emeka Ibuka. It probably helps that Scattergood is now out. Or Tyler Warren, yes. But he's definitely going to be in the conversation as like the, group of 5 running back that had 1 million yards but isn't winning it over like Jameis Winston type Heisman candidate, So, for the Panthers, wow, great performance offensively. Defensively, you like a little bit more, but again, you guys are developing, and this is also a high-powered Falcons offense most of the time. For the Falcons, how in the fuck did you allow Bryce Young to get almost 450 passing yards? That's insane.
Also, have fun with the bag man himself, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, if you would have told me that, honestly, I would have been more fine with Rico Dowdle having 448 rushing yards than I would for Bryce Young to get passing yards. That seems more doable pre this game if you would have told me a week ago. Just because Rico Dowdle's been on a tear. Dowdle only had 45 rush yards on 19 attempts. He was kind of, put in a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably because, they were going to Bryce Young and they're like, oh, damn. So we're passing today. Okay, do it again. Throw it to McMillan again. Oh, shit. All right, streaks, fuck it. And then just go. So, yeah. Crazy game, but offensive powerhouse there. All right, next up, a classic, ladies and gentlemen. This is an instant classic.
Play some football. I'm here. What are you in?
Yeah, what the fuck throw was that?
Here, hold this.
It's shaking base time. Damn it, that's a laser beam.
Laser beam.
Laser beam.
Laser beam. Throw me a frickin' bone here.
He's gonna toss it down.
Touchdown. Here, hold this.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, 44, that's me.
Now it's my turn.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
You got 1,010.
What?
And then he fumbled. Same guy made touchdown if I remember right.
Want to see me do it again?
Here, hold this.
Oh, that's me!
Oh, look at Baker. Oh no, was this the play? No, there was one play. I think it was that one play. I was talking about.
Crazy
So
game.
that one play when Baker handed off to Tucker, he literally put his hands up like a touchdown. He's like, or he guessed it and became a touchdown. I was like, damn, you're lucky that he actually made it in, or they would have memed you.
So 44 was the name of the game today. The Bills scored 44 to win, 44-32, and the best player in the game was a Buccaneer that wore the number 44. Sean Tucker went ballistic out of his fucking mind. This guy is a secondary running back for the Buccaneers, and he's secondary now, I believe, because Bucky Irving
Because the
is
entire
still
first
out.
team of the offense is to fucking back.
So he's generally
Yeah.
a third string running back. Sean Tucker had 19 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns, and also had 2 receptions for 34 yards and a touchdown. He had 140 all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns. And this guy is a third string running back. Baker went 16 for 28 for 173, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and only taking 1 sack. Lead receiver was Sterling Shepard, 4 for 35. Josh Allen went 19 for 30 for 317, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, one of which was, as you saw earlier, one of those classic Josh Allen plays where I feel like he gets hit with like the orb of confusion from SpongeBob for like a quarter second. Throws the ball and then goes, oh fuck. Yeah, just the orb of confusion. Duh! Like, just gets hit with it really hard. And just, yeah. James Cook, 16 carries, 48 yards, lead receiver. Tyrell Shavers, 4 for 90 and a touchdown. High-powered offensive game, 44-32. There were 76 total points scored in this game. It was an offensive powerhouse game between these two teams. Bills were able to get it done in the end, just were able to be a little bit more efficient offensively. And I think Josh Allen just played a better game. I mean, 317 for him, 3 touchdowns, even though he had the 2 picks. Baker only had 173. The run game was just a lot more effective for the Bucs. But the Bills were able to get it done in the end. High-powered passing attack from Josh Allen and crew. Josh Allen also the first NFL quarterback since I think Otto Graham.
Josh Allen.
No, I think since Otto Graham to have 3 rushing and 3 passing touchdowns in a single game.
No, Josh Allen's the only one. This
the
is the
only
second
one?
time.
Yeah, it's the second.
This is the second time.
Yeah. So
All I know
Great
is that
job
in my
on
other
there.
league, he got me nearly 60 fucking points on fantasy. So
yeah,
suck it, Divine.
I think I had to play against Josh Allen this week, and that was rough. Because Muzzy had him. So.
I do have to say this. Imagine if Tampa Bay wasn't injured all to hell and Todd Bowles wasn't holding them back.
Oh my god, they'd be fucking like genuine Super Bowl contender. Like, not to say they are now, but
Yeah, I still
I'll
don't trust
say
their
it's-
defense enough sometimes, but their offense would be.
I think
more
that's also
scary.
injuries.
Baker, don't do
yeah,
that.
in the
Ugh.
state they are right now, I don't really see them getting another Lombardi.
Did he fucking throw that over the?
He threw that deep into.
Oh no! I thought.
Deep
I
is
thought.
not over,
I thought he
bro.
fucking. I thought he fucking
No
Uncle Rico'd
way.
that shit. I thought he Uncle Rico'd that shit, bro. Holy shit!
Let's do
Um,
the Sky Camel. Skip.
Oh my gosh! You got to hold your breath as a Buccaneers
Okay,
fan
no,
seeing
no.
him do this shit. Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, and welcome to Jackass.
Yep. But yeah, I still think the Buccaneers could be a contender. They're just going to be a dark horse. They're definitely going to be a team that if you see in the first round as a high level, well, actually, honestly, I don't think they're going to be playing a lower level team in the first round because they're going to win the NFC South because it's shit.
Hold on. Carolina's only half game back behind Tampa Bay.
If Carolina wins the NFC South, I don't even know. I don't know. There's no way. There's no way they win it over the Bucks. Even the Bucks are injured. Their injured roster is better than Carolina's half the time. The Bucks are just playing tough teams, you know. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, hold on, I need. You keep on going. I'm just gonna check something about the Carolina Buffalo game also. That's right. They did beat Carolina. That's right.
So yeah, and then the Bills, I feel like they are still a Super Bowl contender. They just need to show up against teams that are a little bit worse, quote unquote. They need to play their level, not lower to competition. You can't take games for granted. You cannot. Underestimating
what they're doing now.
Yeah, what they're doing now in Thursday Night Football. So yeah, and they even underestimate players. It seemed like Sean Tucker was just killing you guys. So a lot of stuff needs to be addressed. A lot of stuff needs to be addressed on both sides. But the Bills, again, I feel like it's just you need to get amped for those important games.
Their run defense sucks.
Yeah, and also play to the best of your ability, no matter who it is. Oh my gosh, Tristan Wirfs, what a block. But yeah, the Buccaneers, this just sucks because you totally could have, I think, beaten this team even in this game. It just would have helped so much more if you weren't injured a high hell, but you can't really control that, sadly. So,
and Todd Bowles.
Yeah. Special teams were also a little bit of a problem for the Buccaneers as there were a decent amount of returns for the Bills. Kick returns. Ray Davis had 148 yards on 4 kick returns. No touchdowns, but that's a lot of yardage to give up on only 4 kick returns. So, little rough there. Not something you want to see as the third side of the ball, quote unquote, is kind of what hurts you. You never want to see that. But a great game. Instant classic, I feel like, from these two teams. All right, next up, Houston and Tennessee. Not a ton to say here. Again, are the Texans good or bad? Yes. They can't decide.
That's Jacksonville.
That's also
That's
Houston.
Jacksonville.
That's also Houston. Houston had some games where you're like,
deep.
Whoa.
Yeah, but Houston's defense is best in the league of points against and yards against. They're actually number 1 in yards against and points against. It's the offense as, ooh.
Yeah. 16-13, the final score. Houston wins by 3 on the road in Tennessee. Davis Mills, 26 for 41 for 274 and a touchdown with 4 sacks. Woody Marks, 18 for 44, running the ball, and Nico Collins receiving 9 for 92 and a touchdown. Titans, Cam Ward, 24 for 37 for 194 and a touchdown, taking 3 sacks. Lead rusher was also Cam Ward, 3 rushes, 33 yards. Then Chigoziem Okonkwo, 3 for 56. They've abbreviated his name in ESPN to just Chig, C-H-I-G. Interesting. This was a game between two teams that are not great. The Titans are definitely rebuilding. They still have some really good pieces, and honestly, I don't think you can judge Cam Ward too early. And to me, he actually looks fine. It's kind of hard to tell how good he can be because he doesn't have a ton of weapons around him, I feel like.
And coaching sucks.
Yeah, and the coaching also has been a big problem. And the defense still has some solid pieces. So we're going to see how they're going to develop and build around Cam Ward and what they're going to do in the future. Obviously, coaching is a big thing they got to address. And then for the Texans, this is just like watching the slowest roller coaster crash, I feel like. Yes, Davis Mills is in, and he is doing a great job as a Band-Aid. Well, this has been a roller coaster crash since, the start of the second year of CJ Stroud's career. It's just been downhill ever since then. But very slowly downhill. So it's just slowly going down. So Davis Mills doing a pretty good job, especially this game. I mean, 1 touchdown, no picks, 26 or 41 for 274. Solid. Got him the win, only by 3. You'd like to win more against one of the worst teams in the NFL, but again, the Texans are right there with them. Not one of the greatest teams out there. I don't really have anything else to say about this game. Does anyone else have anything?
Not really.
That defense is still God tier.
Yep. All right, Mamba. Breathe in.
Oh boy.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
I need fucking blood.
Yeah, hardest.
I need fucking
Yeah.
blood thinners as of recent. Like, holy shit.
The Bears giving the fans heart
First time?
attacks with these wins.
I mean, dude, so overall with this game, defense was, well, to be fair, JJ was ass. So our defense was just cooking them. But our offense was definitely a little shaky. There were some moments where we just could not really get the ball like into the end zone or anything like that. So, but also Duvernay, that kick return was so clutch, and Santos icing on the cake, super accurate. So it's good. It was a good game. It was a fucking towards the end. It was getting a little scary. It was getting a little hairy, but it shouldn't have been close. We should have killed these guys.
Yeah, but it is the Cardiac Kids, the Chicago Bears.
Bears.
19 to
Honestly,
17. Oh, go ahead.
real quick, when I saw it was like 51 seconds left when they started taking or when they started leading, I'm just like, oh, Iceman's coming back on the field. Iceman's coming out. You gave him too much time.
Yep. 19 to 17, the final score. The Bears get the win on wasn't a late game field goal, correct? That got you guys the win.
Yeah,
Walk-off field
late
goal?
game field goal. Yep.
This was
Game-winning field goal.
this was to stop a Vikings comeback, almost in the same fashion where they beat the Bears last time. The Vikings scored 3 points in the first quarter, none in the second, none in the third, and 14 in the fourth quarter. The Bears got only 3 points in the fourth quarter, but those 3 were the final points needed to win the game. Caleb Williams for the Bears, passing 16 for 32 for 193, no touchdowns, no picks, and 2 sacks. Running the ball, DeAndre Swift, 21 carries and 90 yards. Monungai, 12 carries, 23 yards, and a touchdown as well. Cole Kmet was the lead receiver, 5 receptions, 45 yards. For McCarthy, or 9, as he's called, 16 for 32. 16 for 32 for 150, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Aaron Jones Sr., the lead rusher, 16 for 70. And then lead receiver, Justin Jefferson, 5 for 61. Not the greatest performance from J.J. McCarthy. He didn't really do great until the end of the game. And even then, it wasn't the best. 2 bad picks. Caleb Williams performed pretty well, but again, the offense was riddled by mistakes and lackluster drives and stalls and just
And a lot of dropped balls from our wide receivers too.
Yeah, so there's a lot of mistakes.
There's
a lot of mistakes that need to be fixed, I think, by the Bears offensively in order to improve the game from their vantage point, obviously. But at the same time, you got the win and all that matters, and you want to keep developing on that. So great job by them to continue to have resolve and fight and never say die. The Bears are 7-3. The Bears are up there with one of the best records in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, we got this upcoming week we got Perk Rogers and if he's playing. So we'll see how that goes. But
if he's not playing, you got Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Well, yeah.
On a holiday week.
He didn't do that bad in that game.
You're making Rudolph suit up for Thanksgiving. You know how pissed he's going to be?
No. This weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a Thanksgiving game. Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah, I got mass in it. But I don't know. We'll see. If it keeps on going, it keeps on going. If not, then it's just the same old Bears, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely been fun for me, so I've been loving it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could still win the NFC North. It's entirely possible.
Yeah,
You're leading it late.
Yeah. Apparently, Vikings receivers are getting pissed at McCarthy for some of his throws.
Yeah, I think you need to
I wouldn't have guessed.
You need to quickly decide, Vikings, if it's McCarthy. If McCarthy is the issue, or if it's something else. So you need to quickly figure out what is going on as far as that regards.
They should have kept Darnold.
Yeah, he wanted a lot of money. I don't think they're willing to pay him that. And now he's in Seattle and generally performing very well. Well, we'll talk about what happened though this week because Luigi might have forgot a ghost in his mansion. But yeah, 2-point loss by the Vikings. They're now 4-6. Bears are 7-3. Very different positions for both. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Okay,
oh my
Gorlami.
God. Famous Jameis, baby.
Blood pressure medication is needed.
Breath in,
Famous Jameis, baby.
breath out.
You almost lost to famous Jameis.
Fucking famous Jameis. To be fair, their run game was
I've
going
been waiting
off.
for this day all year. I've been waiting for this moment. It's a specific time that I've been waiting for. It's J-Bo time! J-Bo came out gunslinging. This is J-Bo I expect. Got the morale nice and high. They marching down the field. It's a hate watch, but it's my ops who I'm going for. I'm confused. J-Bo's aura was so high, Jordan Love had to get out the game. Malik Willis had to come in. Not handled the aura of
Malik
J-Bo. That shit was
came
kicking
in.
his
What?
ass like nin. He got his
For
models, though. They
couple-
go by a touchdown.
for a
They
drive
just
or
said,
two.
fuck that shit. Let me show you how to run the ball. A real man runs the ball backwards. Fuck you, Saquon. Jameis Winston walks so Saquon can jump and shake his ass backwards over men's heads. Packers go about another score is getting
what?
devastated. Like, please, Giants, don't let me down.
He's a
But
Cowboys
take a
fan,
look
so-
at who it is.
I
Said,
know.
fuck's in that pocket. I'm gonna score my damn self. It's a real QB sneak, not that ass grabbing mechanism the Eagles use. Here go Jordan Love with that bullshit throwing off his back foot for no reason or farming. And then he makes the catch, bro. That shit pissed me off. Packers march down the field. I'm like, come on, Giants, make it stop. Here's the thing: you live by that J-Bo 50-50 ball, you gonna die by that J-Bo 50-50
That-
ball.
whoever
50-50
that wide
'cause it's
receiver
either
is
going
did
to the
not run
offense
his
or the
route
defense
fully.
with the game on the line.
That is
to look
true.
at who it is again. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. This shit getting a little personal, Micah. Okay, I see what's going on. Oh, you got a problem with me? Oh, fuck you so happy for you, jumping up and down. You a grown ass.
Fucking ending.
So I think he's taking it well of Micah Parsons going to Green Bay.
Yeah, Trap House, or I believe it's Trap House Sports or whatever it is.
Trap House Sports.
Yeah, he is a big Cowboys
fan.
So yeah, he's not happy about Parsons. 27-20, the final score. The Giants drop one to the Packers at home. For the Packers, Jordan Love 13 for 24 for 174, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 2 sacks. A decent day for him. Toyotathon has just started though, so this next week is going to go crazy. Emmanuel Wilson was the lead rusher, 11 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Josh Jacobs had to leave the game with a knee injury. He is expected to return week 12. Romeo Dobbs, lead receiver, 4 receptions, 53 yards. However, Christian Watson though had a game-sealing touchdown. Though not sealing, but to go ahead score touchdown that he did catch in the back corner of the end zone over 2 defenders, which was an amazing catch for the Giants.
Our receivers may not have been able to catch, but when Christian Watson got like impossible balls thrown his way, he fucking caught him. I don't know how he caught him, but he caught him.
Christian Watson has Jermaine Gresham. If you remember the tight end, Jermaine Gresham for the Cincinnati Bengals, he made every hard catch look easy and every easy catch look hard. It was like that was the guy that did the back flip or the front flip over the Cardinals defender into the end zone that one time, just because he could. Because nothing never needs to be easy and everything should be hard. So for the Giants, Jameis Winston, 19 for 29 for 201 yards, no touchdowns, and one good old 50-50 J-Bo ball. For a pick. Rushing, Tyrone Tracy, 19 carries, 88 yards, and Devin Singletary, 16 carries, 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Isaiah Hodges, 5 receptions, 57 yards. It is still crazy that in the 6 games the Packers have won, they have always scored exactly 27 points.
Yeah.
It's the magic number.
You need to score a little bit more than that. So I know you're missing your best receiving option in Tucker Kraft. You still have some decent ones, and
We still
Josh
don't have
Jacobs is going to come
Reed back either.
Yeah, but again, I mean, no disrespect to Reed, he's not exactly a wide receiver 1 type guy. You know, he's a very good complementary.
When we
guy.
did have Watson, he did good.
Yeah. So you guys still have a lot of
Watson
offensive
is
weapons.
their number one.
Jordan Love has still been very iffy this year. Like Malik Willis went in and went 2 for 2 for 6 yards and a touchdown and filled the gap very well. But Christian Watson played out of his mind, played a great game, and your defense played decent. They showed up in big time moments, but the rest of the game they were just letting the Giants run all over you guys, and this is without Scatterbo. Not to mention that.
Point.
Yeah, not to mention
We had the
also
substitute teacher in too. That's the worst part.
Lucas Haversick, the free agent you guys signed.
Substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Substitute teacher.
That came in. He didn't do great. He went 1 for 3 on extra points. And
that win was pretty brutal, though, for both kickers.
Even then, extra points should be a little more automatic than 1 for 3. If it was 2 for 3, okay. 1 for 3 is a little unacceptable. So for the Packers, this will be one of those wins where you're like, yeah, we won, but like this team, when you go out week 1, you beat the Lions handily, you just get Micah Parsons. You're expecting a lot more. This looked like a game where you barely won. Again, you won. That's what matters. But again, you want to be able to show that you have the ability to dominate other teams when the necessity arises. That way, when you go out and you play the hard teams, you can just go out and play your best game. For the Giants, J-Bo Magic was almost there. But again, how poetic that it ended on an interception. It was just poetry in motion. I love Jameis Winston. Well, no, I mean, they were driving down the field. They would have gotten a touchdown that would have put them up by 1, but it was a pick.
Yeah.
So, like, Jameis Winston's going to go down as one of my favorite quarterbacks ever. And he's never been, like, top of the league elite, maybe besides one Joe Flacco-esque year where he threw 1 billion picks. He is just one of the most kind-hearted humans and funniest people alive that goes out and just throws the football like there's no tomorrow. The biggest problem for the Giants, other than doing a quarterback sneak backwards for 9 yards, is just injuries. Malik Neighbors and Cam Skattebo being out, your best receiver and running back, is just tough. Real tough.
And then Jackson Dart.
Oh, yeah, Jackson Dart, obviously, as well. But, I mean, honestly, J-Bo played pretty nice. 19 for 29 for 201, no touchdowns.
The line actually did really good in that game, too.
I mean, last year they had a lot of offensive line issues, and they addressed them this offseason. And again, Evan Neal can still develop. So, like, he's been a lot better this year. Have you heard people talking about... I've heard people talking as much about Evan Neal. Again, is he going to be amazing? Probably not. But is he as bad as he was last year? No. And is that an improvement? Yeah.
I thought it's because he's injured, not because he got better.
I mean, when
it's kind of hard to talk about if he got better if he's in.
Yeah.
So no, he's still not better. Sorry, he's still a turnstile cone, or basically a turnstile.
Young Ho Koo. Oh my god, that was Young Ho Koo.
Yeah, that was Young Ho Koo.
Oh my god, that's Young Ho Koo. They have Skattebo, Young Ho Koo, Jackson Dart. They just have some cool dudes. Giants are just collecting a bunch of cool dudes like Infinity Stones.
I honestly think Skattebo actually isn't really hurt. He was on WWE TV yesterday, like fighting the fucking Judgment Day.
So Skattebo didn't break anything. I don't believe he had a dislocation. So the only thing that happens is you have your tibia and your fibula, this is the outside of your leg, sitting on your calcaneus, which is the bone that connects to your, or I can't remember, I might not be your calcaneus, but whatever. It's the top of your foot ankle bone that's on the inside of your foot, right where in front of your Achilles that runs behind, right? And so the reason it was all dislodged is because he had such a force on it that it actually pulled apart the separation in here, the little tissue that holds it together, kind of like the tissue that might be in between your radius and ulna, and which is your 2 arm bones and your forearm, kind of split them open a little bit more, and then it dislocated. So they had to go in and relocate it and kind of probably sew some of this back up so it maintains its position. Despite what you saw for Kansas City, he didn't break anything. Yeah, he didn't break anything, which is the craziness about how you saw his leg just.
Yeah.
But yeah,
almost like the Jaden Daniels injury.
Great play by the Giants. Couldn't get the win, but Packers did get the win, so at least you can hang your hat on that.
Hey.
God damn.
Yeah. Wild game.
Can we see that Washington play?
Oh, the stumbling and bumbling.
It was either in first or second quarter. It wasn't late. It was definitely early on. Probably second quarter because it was going from Is that it?
That's Firemuth.
No, yeah, that's Firemuth.
I thought he was going down the sideline down here, so it would have had to have been in the second or fourth, I thought, because of the positioning.
Yeah.
Or no, the second half.
Please.
Oh, no, there it is. There it is. This is the Bengals defense. Boom, bam.
Really, his weight
God.
is not accurate on the NFL site.
Yeah, it's like he's 50 pounds heavier than what's listed.
Yeah, he's 3'11".
Yeah.
He's not a super fast guy, but if he gets the ball in open space and you only have tiny DBs to tackle him, good luck. 12-34, the final score. Steelers blow out the Bengals at home. Flacco, 22 for 40 for 199, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Chase Brown had a good day on the ground, 18 for 99. Lead receiver T. Higgins, 3 for 63 and a touchdown. For the Steelers, Mason Rudolph played a little bit more than Rodgers. He went 12 for 16 for 127 and a touchdown. Rodgers went 9 for 15 for 116 and a touchdown. Rodgers did go out with a broken wrist, which could put him out for next week's game against the Bears. He does not want to miss that. You're going to put him on all of Percocet and tranquilizers, horse tranquilizers, to get him in that game because he owns the Bears and he wants to still prove it. Jalen Warren, 10 for 62 on the ground, and Kenneth Gainwell was the lead receiver, 7 for 81 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, the Steelers were out for revenge after the Bengals gave them a loss at home on Thursday Night Football a couple weeks ago. So we split with them in the season series. Biggest thing about this game is, again, the defense can't stop anybody. Slightly happy that they lost it because we're not making the playoffs. Joe Burrow should not play in the NFL this season at all. Like, he should not touch the field.
They're going to make him play, though.
There's no reason. There's no reason. This
season,
they're going to make him play.
His job.
This season,
Yeah.
this season should end as a 14-3 or 3-14 season. Zach Taylor should be fired at the end of the year, and we need to start over next year. We should also fire Al Golden, and we should try to get Lou Anarumo back at all costs. I don't care. Like, that was a horrible decision firing him, and instead we hire a guy from a Notre Dame team that didn't even have a phenomenal defense. Stupid decision.
That defense was actually good on Notre Dame.
Ohio State blew them the fuck out. No, it was not. Yeah. The other thing is like the whole thing with Jamar Chase spitting on Jalen Ramsey. You can't let him get in your head like that and react to it. Also, at the same time, you keep saying you didn't spit when there are 8 billion cameras looking at you from every angle. Why lie? If you spit on him and you did it, why lie? Why not own up and said, yeah, I spit on him? Fuck it. Like, yeah, you saw it. I did it. Screw you.
Oh, God. He wanted to get that loogie out.
Yeah. In fact, you go out and you
He was a little sick. All right. He was
grown man.
The surprising thing is that he didn't. The surprising thing to me about it is that he's not doubling down his lie. That he's doubling down on it when you have 50 fucking HD cameras pointed at you at all times too.
They caught you in 4K.
Like there's no contesting this.
I mean, at least Jalen Carter. Oh yeah.
It's a 6'7", 312-pound man leaping over 2 defenders just to like. Usually, when you hit somebody in midair,
my guy.
Usually, when you hit somebody in midair, the person that gets hit in midair starts to fly. It usually doesn't go the other way around, where he just shoulder checks you into the ground. Jordan Battle got fucked.
Darnell, you're a tight end, not a 200-meter hurdle jumper. Like,
yeah. Also, I mean, like at least when Jalen Carter got kicked out with the game for the spit, he's like, "Yeah, I did it. God damn it."
Yeah. Also, like if you do that on the street or outside the confines of an NFL game, that's assault. That is just assault. So stupid decision, childish decision. I know the season's been rough. I get it. I feel that too. But at the same time, you can't resort to that. Great win by the Steelers. The defense showed up to play like they're paid to do, paid very well. So Yeah, hopefully we can get Rodgers back to play the Bears because he's really going to want to, and he's just going to go crazy that game. You know it. I can't watch this again. I can't fucking.
we
Steelers to the Super Bowl.
Rogers.
9-8 Steelers to the Super Bowl.
We might get Perk Rogers. I'm not.
Also, Jacksonville, good or bad? Yes.
Speaking about perk, this game was on a perk. 35-6, the final score. The Jaguars won that game.
Somehow.
I don't know what it is about Jim Harbaugh playing in Florida, but he cannot fucking win to save his life sometimes. He went down there for the Orange Bowl against TCU. Fucked. He went down there a year before that when he was with Michigan to play Georgia. Fucked. He goes down to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars in the NFL. Fucked. Golly, dude. 35-6, the final score for the Chargers. Justin Herbert had 18 pass attempts. 10 for 18 for 81 yards, no picks, 1 interception, and 2 sacks. That is the worst Justin Herbert stat I've ever seen in my life. Usually he's a lot better than this.
What was his rushes, though?
He was the lead rusher. 3 rushes, 21 yards.
Oh, 3 rushes. Oh, I thought he had more.
No one in the game had more than 5 carries. The Chargers were just not on the field. They just barely played football. Lead receiver Keenan Allen, 4 receptions, 53 yards. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, 14 for 22 for 153, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Bashal Tutin, 15 for 74 on the ground with 1 touchdown. And Travis Etienne, 19 for 73 and 2 touchdowns. Lead receiver Jacoby Myers, 5 for 64. Yes, Gorlami?
I beat a ranked team.
Oh, are you playing college football?
I'm just getting my game night because I won't be able to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be hunting season. I beat Michigan State. You're welcome.
So, time of possession was 37 minutes for the Jaguars to the 22 minutes of the Chargers. The Chargers averaged 3 yards per play. The Jaguars averaged 5. They won the rushing battle 192-42. They both had 1 turnover. This was just like the Jaguars didn't play insanely well. None of the stats jump off the page at you. The Chargers just played like Dan Campbell's Lions when he was on the team, losing every game in a single season. This was just one of the worst performances I've seen from a professional NFL team in a long time. This wasn't a close game. This was a really good team getting blown out. Like after this loss, they're 7-4. We're talking about the Bears being pretty good at 7-3. Uh-oh, Gorlami.
Gorlami.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
It's because you beat the ranked teams.
So,
Son of a bitch.
I don't know what else to say. Do you guys have anything on this? Because this is just like a
This is
Chargers
a fucking
anomaly.
beat down.
I mean, I think
They didn't have that.
got it all for
Well,
me.
yeah, that O-line is injured all to hell. Jaguars able to get running. Yeah, Bashal Tutin. But Jaguars, good or bad? Yes.
Yes.
Fixed it.
I know. It's just like
I don't know what happened.
It's just a weird fucking game. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's really all I can say with this one. Just like the Twilight Zone. This was a really good game. And I think really speaks on 2 things. It happened again, Gorlami.
what are you doing to your camera, Gorlami?
Something with my fucking tower.
All right. 19-21, the final score. Seahawks lose to the Rams by 2. This was a hard-fought victory for them, a very defensive battle. Sam Darnold, 29 for 44 for 279, no touchdowns, 4 picks. Kenneth Walker III, 16 for 67 on the ground, and lead receiver JSN, 9 for 105. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford, 15 for 28 for 130 and 2 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 12 for 91 and a touchdown on the ground, and Puka Nacua, 7 for 75 receiving. Not only did the Rams show out on defense, they also looked pretty darn good in these black uniforms. I think this is a nice touch for their style. But they
Actually,
definitely they definitely showed that the Rams have one of the best defenses in the NFL. Not only can they get to the quarterback pretty quick with 2 defensive Rookie of the Year candidates, one of which who won it in Jared Verse last year, but they also have the ability in the secondary to bring in the pressure and confuse the quarterback where they need to with coverages and get interceptions. They had an amazing time covering Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, outside of the INTs, had a pretty good game. I mean, 29 for 44 for 279 is nice for him. He just wasn't able to convert when he needed to, and the Rams defense really threw him for some looks. But again, they only lost this game by 2. So a lot of people are doing an overreaction, and they're saying, "Oh, Sam Darnold is back to his Jets days. He's bad again. You know, the rug was pulled out from under him. The wool's pulled over our eyes. You know, it's no more." I don't think that's the case. I think Sam Darnold is still a phenomenal quarterback and still has the ability to be an MVP in this league and very well could win it this year. This was just the Rams defense being a absolute fucking juggernaut.
I will say this, if Darnold does have another game like this against another good defense, then there is some worry of like, if you're a good defense, you're going to beat Darnold. Like, I know it was a close game, but it's, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, Darnold's bad, but can be kind of concerning if the 4 interceptions against a pretty good defense. Be careful. Like, they have to probably change something or have better play calling.
It was still a bad day for Darnold. I'm not going to come out here and say he like barely made any mistakes. He made some bad mistakes. I get that. It was a bad day for him, but also like you can't blame them all on him when this defense was amazing. They also did.
I would think this is also the.
Go ahead.
I was about to say this is also like the statement win for the Rams to show they're near the top of the conference.
I mean, yeah,
like they're 8-2.
They're 8-2.
They're tied. No, Eagles are above them because of head-to-head.
Yeah. The Rams could very well win another Super Bowl the way they're playing right now. This defense is better than their offense, which is crazy considering their offense still has guys like Tyler Higbee, Puka Nacua, Kyren Williams, and an ageless Matthew Stafford. So, and that guy too, Devontae Adams. So, the Rams still have a lot of potential and a lot of ability to make a push for a Super Bowl, and they very well could do it. So we'll have to be watching out for that. And I feel like they've kind of been under the radar just because
special teams.
What?
Special teams. That's actually what lost some games was actually block kicks.
Yeah. The other thing too, I think for them that makes them under the radar is that their fan base is pretty darn small because LA didn't really want a football team and they got one. So there's not a lot of people being like, we're real, believe us.
They didn't just get one. They got 2.
Yeah.
After last week, I don't think you can count the Chargers as an NFL team. So it's just 1 for this week until the Chargers prove their football team again. So for the Seahawks, I wouldn't be too worried. I would definitely think that Darnold needs to get in the lab with this game and really look over the film and figure out the issues that he had and try to address them as best as he can. Because this was a rough game for him specifically. No one was open there. No, I'm not talking
about that. The Thursday night game. Oh my God.
Did the Texans win?
Yes. The Texans are about to win.
Oh my God.
What was Josh Allen thinking? What was he thinking?
It was 4th down. 8. Oh, yeah, he had somebody else open.
Josh Allen, hero ball yet again.
Was it the orbit confusion?
Someone check up on Muzzy.
Basically.
Someone check up on Muzzy, please.
When we get to the game, I'm going to say Texans defense still best in the league.
What a snag.
Texans defense still best in the league?
Number 1 in yards against, number 1 in points against. I'm being serious. Look at the stats. Yes. It's just because their offense sucks so bad that I'm being serious.
The script writers this year are on fentanyl. Holy shit.
I'm going to
Tom Grossi into rehab.
Yeah. So Texans defense
my poor boy
only gave up 163 points before this game. The next closest is the Rams at 172.
Why? What the fuck?
Why?
That just points to how shit the Texans' offense is, that they have a defense doing Rams numbers and they can't compete.
Yes. And also that offensive line still don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay.
All right, we'll move on
But
from this game.
Sorry.
Great game. And the winner of this game now is the leader of the NFC West. So there you go. Moving on to
The other side of that.
Red Bowl. Niners. Cardinals.
They got the big cock Brock back.
They did.
Yeah.
And it did help. 41-22, the final score. Great win by the Niners in this game. They scored double-digit points in each quarter except the fourth. 13, 12, 10, and 6 for each quarter, respectively. Brock Purdy, 19 for 26 for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. 1 sack. Christian McCaffrey, 13 carries, 81 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. George Kittle, 6 receptions, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns was the lead receiver. For the Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett, okay. How many pass attempts did Jacoby Brissett have?
I know, but I'm not going to say anything.
I want to say 36. 46.
47.
56.
Higher.
66.
He had
63.
Lower.
He had 57 pass attempts. Jacoby Brissett went 47 for 57 for 452 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks.
God damn.
There were 14 rush attempts, 2 of which were not actually runs. They were lost yardage plays by Jacoby Brissett, so -2 rush yards and 2 attempts for him. So there were 12 true rushing attempts and 57 pass attempts.
That's an NFL record for both the completions and attempts. They only scored 22.
I feel like Jacoby Brissett is chained to the ground and punching a brick wall. That is his experience on the Cardinals. He is punching a brick wall, and he's breaking bricks with each punch, but the brick wall is like 8,000 bricks thick. He just can't get through it. It's just, like, Jacoby Brissett has been playing great football. Like, he looks better than Kyler Murray, and he's doing a good job, but it's the Cardinals, and nothing good can happen to them. The Niners, once again, McCaffrey did an amazing job. He had over 120 all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns. George Kittle looked amazing. And, hey, you got Brock Purdy back. What? Wait a minute.
It was a block kick.
It was, but, like, there was a move he did here. Look at the kick here, 18.
Oh yeah.
He stopped saying, "I'm Adrian Peterson." Oh no, I'm not. He's on the ground like, He did that move. Hardcore parkour. Oh. Yeah, so
get rid of Gannon. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, Gannon, you fucking schmuck.
Yeah, for the 49ers, good win. Wait for Mac Jones to right the boat. Brock Purdy comes back. Looks even better. Great job there, getting him back and healthy. I don't know how much you can really gauge this win based on the Cardinals being a bad team. But hey, unlike the Packers, you show up against a bad team and you play above their level. Or unlike the Bills, you actually play above the level and win the game. God, Sean McDermott. So, yeah. Great job. Niners, Cardinals, there's not that many more weeks left in the season. It'll all be over soon.
Well, Niners could still make it to playoffs. They're probably like the 6th or 5th seed, or 6th seed, probably.
Well, I know. The Cardinals.
Oh.
Statistically improbable. Okay. Oh my God.
Okay, so.
Oh God.
If I were to summarize, the AFC North in
Shedeur,
one game, it's this one.
Shedeur Glazers, look away now.
Yeah.
God, your name tree had a good one about this.
This one was wild. This one was a wild, weird, wacky NFC or AFC North showdown. 23-16 the final score. Ravens get the win in Cleveland. It was pretty darn close for a long time. It was going into the fourth quarter. The score was 16-10 in favor of Cleveland. Baltimore scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson in his return, 14 for 25 for 193, no touchdowns, 2 picks, 5 sacks. Pretty bad, honestly. However, Derrick Henry, 18 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Lead receivers, Zay Flowers, 3 for 78. For the Browns, Dylan Gabriel, 7 for 10 for 68 yards. Then he went down with an injury. So guess who had to come in? Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders proceeded then to put up one of the worst quarterback stats I've even seen for a guy filling in with one half of play to under his belt. 4 for 16 for 47 yards and 1 pick, taking 2 sacks. No touchdowns. Real rough.
13.5 QBR.
Quinson Judkins, 17 for 59. Cedric Tillman receiving 3 for 52. I think to judge Shedeur Sanders fully, we will have to see how he plays in a start. He will start against the Raiders. I think the Browns have the ability to beat the Raiders because of that man right there and his ability to sack the quarterback, and Geno Smith's fear of very large defensive linemen running at him. Yeah. Myles Garrett this game had 4 sacks himself. 5 sacks in total was the team. The only person who got a sack was Mike Hall Jr. So yeah, rough game for the Browns. You're up, but then Gabriel gets hurt, and you got to put Shedeur in, and things just go downhill. You had a chance to win the game, but could not pull it through. Would have been an amazing story for Shedeur to come in and win the game for you against the Ravens. Really would have put the Ravens almost away. That would have put them at 4-6. Instead, they moved to 5-5. Browns are now 2-8, and mathematically improbable for them to make the playoffs now.
It's almost like Stefanski did not want to draft Sanders, but then he was forced to.
Who
would have fucking thought?
Yes, Shedeur Sanders got his number retired at Colorado when he didn't really deserve it because of the record that he actually had. He was there, and yes, he was horrible in his draft, interviews, and the whole draft thing was handled horribly. And yes, he hasn't played a full NFL game, but we cannot judge him fully off one game. You need to give an NFL quarterback a little more time to develop. And I'm not saying you need to give him 6 years, but he hasn't even started a full game yet. It's also the Browns. So let's take a look at next week. The biggest thing for the Cleveland Browns this year is that the collapse in the fourth quarter is unacceptable, no matter who's playing quarterback.
The only other QB that I think had it worse when he came in was Nathan Peterman. As in, the worst stats.
I mean, yeah, but this isn't even a full game from him, though. This is only 16 attempts.
No,
and you remember.
I know, but I'm just saying,
what was it? I think, Dylan Gabriel, his first week, had, almost 50 total attempts. Kevin Stefanski is gonna let Shedeur ride for this next game, I bet. So, for the Ravens, way to get the win. I don't think you deserved it. Other than King Henry, the rest of the team played like shit. Lamar Jackson looked horrible. 14 for 25 for 193, 2 picks, 5 sacks. That's not good, Lamar. That's not MVP Lamar. Yes, you're coming back off an injury, but even then, that's those are Tyler Huntley numbers, honestly. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. So Lamar's got to get fully healthy, and by that I mean back to his old self before you're going to be able to be a factor to be dominant. Holy shit. Oh my god. Again, what an AFC North game.
Isn't Deshaun Watson still on that roster?
He is, but because he retore his Achilles because he wasn't wearing his boot, he's not playing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. God.
Next game.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
AFC North. Alrighty. Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos. Despite the Broncos offense continuing to have struggles and not be the greatest, they continue to win games.
Wait, Where's the anime music?
Broncos
What?
are 9-2. Chiefs are 5-5.
I forget, Madison's too old to understand an anime reference.
I don't even understand it. You're like 12.
Also, which one are you trying to like? What the fuck are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Like, what
No
reference exactly?
No one's getting this joke.
Have you not seen the TikToks where it's like the Broncos game and they got that one?
I don't watch TikTok.
No, I have not seen any of
You're
those.
old and don't understand it. You just watch Facebook Shorts.
I don't even go on Facebook.
Oh, he's that level of boomer. Okay.
All right. Well, Gorlami is the young
ASTF,
Zoomer
baby.
that's
It's
watching.
ASTF.
Oh, you know, if you actually like check TikToks I sent you, you probably would have seen it because I'm pretty sure I sent you
You
one.
send me more TikToks than my wife does, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, because I get a bunch of football ones, so I send them to my friends who love football. But I guess you just don't love football like I do.
I work 13 hours a day, dude. I got
You will
shit to
find time.
do. I got
Anyway, the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Football is
That's
more
yes,
important.
22-19 the final
Because the
score
Broncos
for the
defense.
Chiefs. 29-45, 29 for 45
Praise you,
Patrick
Leonard.
Mahomes. 276 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 3 sacks. Rushing the ball, Kareem Hunt, 13 for 59 and a touchdown. Lead receiver, Travis Kelce, 9 for 91 and a touchdown. Broncos offense, Bo Nix, 24 for 37 for 295. RJ Harvey, 11 for 30. And Troy Franklin, 4 for 84. Yeah. Broncos defense came to play. The Chiefs had a lot of offensive stats, pretty good stats, but the biggest thing is that the Broncos were able to shore up their defense when it mattered and make it harder for the Chiefs to score in the red zone and other areas. It was a great day for them defensively, and they showed up, and they showed up big time. They are probably one of the scariest defenses just to think about. Obviously, again, as Madison said, the Houston Texans defense is technically better. Also,
Yeah, but Denver is scary. I won't.
Denver's scary, and so are the Rams. Denver definitely is probably the scariest defense in the AFC, I would say.
And this is without Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, which is even scarier. Who is the defensive player of the year reigning? So, yeah. Scary that their offense can play so-so, and then they come out and go bonkers defensively. It is, I don't say, Bo Nix played well. 24 for 37, 295 is very nice. Very nice. So, for the Broncos, raise your hand if you're confident calling them a Super Bowl contender.
Half, because their offense.
Gorlami didn't
The
even raise
offense
your
doesn't show up
hand.
to the fourth quarter.
He's typing in
I-
Discord, that's why.
I just don't trust the offense.
That's why, the
Bonix got
offense,
that Tim Tebow in him.
Both sides of Tim Tebow, where he goes full retard, and then all of a sudden he makes a fourth quarter comeback randomly.
Yeah. For the Chiefs, they are now 5-5. They are 1-4 on the road, and they are sitting on the outside looking in for the playoffs.
Ninth seed.
Yes.
They're ninth.
Which I think would be hilarious if they don't make it. I think that'd be amazing. It's going to be hard to keep them out of the playoffs, but right now, the stars are aligning. There are 7 more games for NFL teams to play, so we'll see how those
And I got their schedule. Colts, Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, Titans, Broncos, Raiders.
So Colts and Broncos, they're definitely not favored. Texans will be a hard one for the Texans to win against them, even with their defense.
Chargers, it depends on which Chargers you get.
True.
Chargers did beat them. Well, I know it was a full O-line, but Chargers did beat them earlier.
Yeah. Raiders, I don't think will beat them. That this Raiders team is just like first year under a new coach. There's so many pieces that Pete Carroll doesn't want there that he just has to play with.
Didn't the Raiders reactive? Didn't Raiders just take Aiden O'Connell out of IR?
I don't know.
I
and
don't
then
know.
the Cowboys offense can be good. So
yeah, that could be the blind cowboy with a fully automatic shotgun with an unlimited magazine in a bar type situation there. That could be the big old shootout.
Bring out the Gatling gun.
Exactly. But amazing win by the Broncos here. Forget, wasn't it a walk-off field goal? I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
19-19, the final score. Broncos are driving nearly at the 50. They get across.
Dude, Portland Sutton in this game was a third down machine.
He was. Bomb there. Gets it into chip shot range there. Great reception by Troy Franklin. And then a little slightly to the right, but a great kick right there. And
Broncos actually blocked a field goal.
They did,
in this game.
yes. So, amazing win there by the Broncos. Pushes the Chiefs down to 500. All right, next up, Sunday night football.
Wow, let's just take a nap.
Thank you, Eagles.
Fuck Putullo with this offensive play calling, but thank you, Vic Fangio, for being God-tier defense coordinator, and Jordan Davis just being Jordan Davis.
And also thank Dan Campbell's gambling addiction for constantly going on fourth down.
19, hit me.
Yeah.
21, Peter, stop, hit me. 24, hit me. Peter, stop, hit me. 9-16, the final score. This was probably one of Jared Goff's worst statistical games as a Lion, not because of his own fault, but because the Eagles defense was harassing him like crazy. 14-37
it was harassment.
For 255, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 2 sacks. Jameer Gibbs on the ground, 12 for 39, and lead receiver Jameer Gibbs as well, 5 receptions, 107 yards. Jamison Williams also 4 receptions, 88 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 14 for 28 for 135. No touchdowns, no picks, 1 sack. Saquon Barkley, 26 carries, 83 yards. And A.J. Brown, lead receiver, 7 for 49. This game was defensive-minded. The Lions defense came out and played very well. They only let up 1 touchdown by the Eagles all game, a rushing touchdown by Jalen Hurts. And they did sack him once, but pressured him a decent amount of times. However, the Lions
got flattened on that, too.
Yeah. The Eagles performed a lot better defensively.
Okay, I was about to say offensively.
Multiple pass breakups by Jordan Davis and the gang on the defensive line, and multiple stops and forced turnover on downs because of Dan Campbell's addiction for going in for it on fourth down, even when he has Jake Bates, who could legitimately probably hit a 70-yard field goal sometimes. So,
and that was a great trade to get Jalen Phillips.
Oh, yeah. Even more scary Eagles defense. It also doesn't help that this Lions O-line is a little banged up. Definitely not a help.
True, but
there. A win is a win. The one thing I will talk about, though, is this...
the defensive passing interference that should have been offensive passing interference.
Yeah.
I will admit that should have been a penalty on A.J. Brown. Like, when I saw that call, I was like, fuck. And then next defensive passing interference, I'm like,
yeah, they're not even going to show it, I don't think.
I don't think they will.
They're not going to show it. It was basically a quick out that A.J. Brown did, and he did a slight push-off. I don't think it should have been called offensive pass interference. It should have just been an incomplete pass. Except they called defensive pass interference.
Honestly, when I watched it, I'm just like, just leave it as an offset. Don't throw anything. They're both doing stuff to each other. Like,
that was a bailout.
I would call it offensive because A.J. Brown did push off.
He did push off a little bit, but I think the biggest thing with the push-off is you need to fully extend. If it's a little bit of one, it's not bad.
That's the big thing on it.
If you fully extend, that's a different thing.
I think it's this one I posted in chat from Instagram.
I don't think I'll go to it, but it makes sense.
I'll look at it just to see. Yeah, that's the one, but it's just a guy talking. It's not showing the play.
Okay, it was really the first thing I clicked on.
Yeah, but it's...
So the Eagles are now 8-2, but the Lions fall to 6-4 because of this game. Also, the Browns are the NFC North. The Bears are first in the NFC North because of this game, and obviously other factors. But craziness.
They should have called a encroachment on when they called false start on one of tush pushes.
Yeah, they're getting very, nitpicky about it just because of the complaints from it, which I get.
This is what I hate with it. Right there, Goddard.
Yeah. I think
if defenses can't use bodies to advance, then the offense can advance the runner.
So you're telling me if somebody put his hands on the back of DJ Reader, the defensive tackle for the Lions, and pushed DJ Reader forward to kind of counter Jalen Hurts' pushes, that'd be a foul penalty?
Isn't it? Or is that just on special teams?
I don't know.
I never heard of that.
I'd have to read the ruling, but
honestly,
especially on a field goal, you can't do it.
Why don't you do that? Like, put a nose tackle, a big old nose tackle, and just put Vita Vea behind the nose tackle and have Vita Vea like push the nose tackle forward and just turn what would be crazy if you honestly start getting rugby players just to stop the tush push?
But every other level of football, advancing the runner is not legal. I mean, it never gets called in college, but it's not But in college, you can't advance the runner either.
I mean, you also can't technically advance the run in the NFL. You can't pull. If you find yourself in front of the running back, you can't pull him forward. If you get behind him, you can't push him, a la kind of a wedge style play.
Any like in high school, you can't push, you can't pull. The only way you can push a runner forward is if there is a defender tackling him in the moment, and you start pushing that guy who's tackling him. You can push the pile, you can't push the runner.
I think that would be a rule that you could implement very easily in the NFL that could deal with the tush push, because I don't think the problem is all the big offensive linemen, and I think they're causing a lot of the push that the Eagles do get forward. I think the biggest issue is just somebody literally just shoving Jalen Hurts behind him. I think the Eagles would still be pretty effective with the tush push. I think.
99% of the time, it's not even someone 99% of the time, the reason why he gets the yardage is not because of the push behind. It's because the O-line actually pushes back. A good O-line actually makes a good team. Who would have fucking thought? Look at the Super Bowl this past. That's all I have to say. And
no, I agree. I just think. Go ahead.
Well, I was about to say also how people complain with the false starts when they have to go to 1,000th of a second to look at a false start in replay. That's not a fucking false start in real time. But they call a false start when the defensive lineman has his hand basically in line of scrimmage touching either Brandon Brooks or the right guard. And then you're allowed to, as an offensive lineman, kind of move, be like, hey, that's encroachment. Gets called false start. I don't think they're going to show that play either in the highlights, but it just stop. Just because people are pissy that they don't know how to draft.
The problem with the false starts though is those line judges are not watching where they're supposed to.
Yep.
That's not the player's problem. That's the NFL refs' problem.
I know, but I'm saying the reason the false starts aren't getting called is because those line judges aren't reading what they're supposed to.
Yeah, Gorlami's not blaming the Eagles. Gorlami's blaming the NFL.
I know, but people,
because it's literally the way those line judges should do it is they read from the center down their line, back towards them, because you can obviously see a guy going forward in front of the center.
Yep.
Prior, but if you're not wherever they're watching, I don't know if they're just dead set on the ball or
I don't know.
I still think
the way the linemen go is in a crawl position, so they should be able to see that.
I still think the biggest thing for this and the whole tush push thing is just advancing the runner by pushing him should just be outlawed as in every other level of every other level of football. But that wouldn't stop the Eagles from still tush pushing, which would just show that it is the dominance of the players, not the play. Because other teams try to do it and they can't do it well. I think the biggest thing is just the talent they have in certain positions that they have, as well as the strength of those individuals, like Jalen Hurts, who squats 500 pounds for no reason.
The only issue I have with high school, the way they do it is it's a 15-yard penalty. I don't think it should be a 15-yard penalty.
Just make a new call. Advancing the runner by force, 5-yard penalty, replay the down. I mean, the biggest thing is that you still have to let piles be pushed when it's a tackle downfield. It's just immediately once the play starts. You can't just pick up somebody and chuck them. Because honestly,
you gotta get
that
going.
could be another
His
amazing
forward
play.
progress is clearly going to be stopped, and you come in and you just level your own guy. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Like, I know there's a rule about like catapulting players. Like, you can't like throw a player forward. Like, if you had a small enough player like Dylan Sproles, and then you had like Vita Vea pick him up and literally throw him like a football forward while he's holding the football, you can't do that. There is a rule in the NFL for advancing football. It just needs to be more clearly defined in situations. But again, semantics. The biggest thing with all of this is that the Eagles' defense made Jared Goff not very efficient. And efficiency is what has really won the Lions a lot of games offensively with Jared Goff.
Yep.
And that was the biggest thing.
Vic Fangio is a great defense coordinator.
Yeah, if only you could get that.
He actually did some
though.
blitzes. Yeah, I know. He actually had more blitzes this game than what I past seen. I think there was some like blitzes he did that I'd never seen before of him doing with the Eagles.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is if you let Jared Goff get comfortable, it's going to be a bad day for your defense. Because once Jared Goff gets rolling, he stays hot.
I think this was.
Oh yeah, look at that! Like right down the middle, with distance.
I just had to remember the score.
54-yard long field goal. Jake Bates was living it up. He was doing a great job. But the team sadly did not do as well. All right, Monday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys playing on back-to-back Monday Night Football games. Biggest story about this one was not anything on the field. It was things that were just off the field for the first drive. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens both had to sit out the first drive by a coach's decision for conduct detrimental to the team. They proceeded to promptly get back on the field and go absolutely bananas. First drive by the Cowboys was horrendous. Second drive from then on was a lot better. Cowboys ended up getting the win 33-16. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Pickens, 9 receptions, 144 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 66 yards and a touchdown. Dak Prescott, 25 for 33 for 268 and 4 touchdowns. On the ground, Javonte Williams, 22 for 93. For the Raiders, Geno Smith, 27 for 42 for 238, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and 4 sacks. Geno Smith was also the lead rusher, 4 carries for 14 yards. Ashton Genty, 6 carries, 7 yards. Brock Bowers, 7 receptions, 72 yards. Utter dominance by the Cowboys offense. Their defense wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was just good enough to stop this really rough Raiders team. George Pickens, darn near looking like a wide receiver one on this team. 9 receptions, 144 yards, and a touchdown. Like, even though this is one of CD's first games back.
I'll wait till like week 14 before he starts crashing out again when Cowboys are like out of the playoffs.
Cowboys are just under 500, 4-5-1, so we will have to see with them. Not really too much to say about this game. An amazing defense amazing offense of the Cowboys, and just abysmal play on both sides for the Raiders. That's just how it's gone for them.
Except for Max Crosby.
Yeah, very true. And honestly, Brock Bowers being back has really helped them offensively. His numbers are still decent. So anyway, I think we're just going to move on from this one because this was just a really weird Monday night game. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Now we are going to look at the game that just happened.
Houston's defense was wrecking Josh Allen.
All I can say is I'm happy I left Josh Allen on the bench in fantasy.
19 for 23 was the final score. Houston gets the win. Josh Allen, 24 for 34 for 253. No touchdowns, 2 picks, 8 sacks. James Cook, 17 carries, 116 yards, and 1 touchdown. Lead receiver Khalil Shakir, 8 for 110. Keon Coleman was not playing. Healthy scratch for conduct detrimental to the team. Houston Texans, the General Davis Mills, 16 for 30 for 153. 2 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. Woody Marks, 16 for 74, and Nico Collins, 3 for 55. That no sacks, first of all, by the Houston from the Bills to the Houston Texans. You got Joey Bosa for what? This Houston offensive line is depleted. It is like a
Yeah,
moldy piece of Swiss cheese. Not only is it full of holes, it's also stinky. You know, it's bad in two areas: health and talent. And you have Joey Bosa, who was one of the premier pass rushers, and did he even get stats?
Did he?
Holy, nearly nothing burger.
Good God.
No tackles, no TFLs, no sacks, no passes deflected, 2 QB hits. Josh Allen was sacked 8 times.
Let's check something here.
Once
Will
by
Anderson
Dylan Horton,
Jr.
once by Mario Edwards,
$12.6 million well spent on Joey Bosa.
Once by Tim Settle Jr., 3 times by Will Anderson Jr., once by Henry
Let's call him Henry Tutu.
And once by Aziz Al-Shaair.
No, and Shazier did not get a sack. It still says 0 for Shazier. Good thing QB hit.
I'm looking at QB hits. I'm sorry. We're completely wrong there. Mario Edwards, Derek Barnett, Tim Settle, 2.5 for Will Anderson Jr., 2 for Darnell Hunter, and 1 for Henry Tutu.
Ironically, doesn't wear the number 22.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Bills ran the ball well.
Yeah, that's where Tim Settle went.
But Josh Allen,
sorry, he was good.
Again, the orbit confusion hit him twice. He threw 2 horrible picks. And this Houston defense was hounding him. 8 sacks. I don't know if I've seen Josh Allen take 8 sacks. He's a hard guy to get down. He's big and strong and also pretty elusive. So he's like if you took Caleb Williams and Ben Roethlisberger and made him have a love child. That's Josh Allen. Big, slippery white guy that can run the ball and throw picks.
But Texas defense, as I said, Texas defense.
You got me. Texas defense, it's elite. I don't know when the Buffalo Bills are going to show up to a game where they're expected to win and play like they're expected to win. Because it hasn't happened yet. And this is starting to reach Mike Tomlin levels of playing down to competition. Matt LaFleur is getting jealous. All right. Before we move on to some of our segments, let's go ahead and look at the NFL standings.
Playoffs.
Yep. So still no teams that have been fully eliminated yet. So yes, the Giants could still make the playoffs. It is possible. It is improbable. So here we go. AFC: Denver Broncos, Patriots, Colts, and Steelers leading the West, East, South, and North respectively. Then in the 3 wildcard positions: Chargers, Bills, Jaguars, and just outside of that, the Texans. Now that they got to win. Then the Chiefs and Ravens. After that, these are teams that I consider to be probably not going to make it by my opinion, and also by just probability. Dolphins, Bengals, Raiders, Jets, Browns, Titans. This is the really tough thing, is that I want the Chiefs to not make the playoffs. However, I am not confident in that 7th seed. When I look at all of these teams, Broncos I feel like are a lock. Patriots are a lock. Colts, Steelers, even Chargers and Bills I feel like are a locks. And I look at that 7th seed and I'm like, are the Jaguars and Texans good or bad? Yes. And I'm like, fuck.
Yes.
And then the Chiefs are there, and they're going to get some ref voodoo bullshit. And then the Ravens this year are just the most acid trip team ever. It's a retirement home that you. It's like the Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens this year are a retirement home that somebody gasped with laughing gas.
That's the Cardinals.
Cardinals. It's still also the Ravens, but the Ravens one, someone threw laughing gas canisters into all the rooms because it's just been a madhouse. So that's the AFC. With the Bills' loss, I think the Patriots have a better chance of winning the East now. I don't think it's a lock for them yet, but it's definitely something to inch its way closer to there. I would also say now, with how the North is shaping up, the Steelers and Colts, those are their divisions to lose. It seems that they have shored them up pretty well, even if the Steelers are only 6-4. Moving on to the NFC. Eagles, Rams, Bears, and Buccaneers. They lead their divisions, the East, West, North, and South, respectfully. Mamba, you are third in the NFC. How does that feel?
Bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wild card Seahawks.
Well, I mean,
Packers.
here's the big difference. Here's the big difference for the Bears. Matt Eberflus is now the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. You can see what's happening there. While Ben Johnson's being the head coach for the Bears, that came from Dan Campbell as offense coordinator. So yeah,
that is.
Oh
true.
yeah, thank you Bears for that, dude. I have to thank the Bears for that too.
So then the wild card spots: Seahawks, Packers, 49ers, and then on the outside looking in, Lions, Panthers. And then I would say the Cowboys and Vikings can kind of make it in here, but it's a little improbable. And then teams I feel like are eliminated already: Cardinals, Falcons, Commanders, Saints, and Giants. So I feel like it is definitely the Eagles' division to lose in the East. The Rams are going to be in a tough fight. Not only are the Seattle Seahawks just behind them, the Niners are also right there. The Bears, it's going to be a pretty tough fight as well. I don't know if you have to worry about the Vikings as much, but the Packers and Lions are definitely edging, scratching for that trophy. And then the Buccaneers on the South, it is probably theirs to lose, but at the same time, the Panthers aren't going away. And after that last game from Bryce Young, I'd be a little concerned. The 3 wildcard spots. The Packers need to improve their performance if they want to keep that wildcard spot, because they're starting to slip a little bit. I think the Niners could possibly stay there. However, injuries are going to hurt them, and I could see the Lions overtaking them. However, I don't see the Carolina Panthers, Cowboys, or Vikings dethroning one of those 3 current teams. So if I could see the first 6 being there, I think I would swap the Lions and Niners. I feel like the Niners are going to fall off at the end of the year, and the Lions will overtake them and get into that last spot. Or they could just win their division as well. Who knows? NFC North is still up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah, with the 49ers, it's less so like, oh, the team is bad. It's just injuries. They're doing good with all the injuries they have.
The biggest thing is that they've been sacrificing a random 7th-round pick to, the football gods to keep Christian McCaffrey alive, and that's winning them games. We will move on now to gambling with Gorlami.
Oh, do we have to?
Here we go. Money.
I am so sorry. I did not expect some of the stupid shit that happened with quarterbacks.
Yeah. Gonna go with the running backs this time around. Oh, things are on fire. Just like my gambling is on fire. Don't trust me. Breece Hall less than 66.5 yards. Derrick Henry more than 87.5. Jonathan Taylor more than 91.5, and Jameson Williams more than 66.5. Yeah, I just don't know what to do at this point. I'm just kind of winging it.
Yeah. I think those make sense, though. Those picks actually.
It would, but Harbaugh's just not going to use Henry, and I'm going to lose.
True.
So, we're slowly losing our positivity here, boys.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking thing?
There it is.
Yeah.
$5. God damn.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
All right. Thank you, Gorlami, for your
me.
gambling.
Never
expertise.
trusting any of you ever again.
Nah.
Bro, I got you the first time to get you a lot.
Who the tank ball?
At least you're not a gambling addict and spend like $500 on that.
Actually, I don't know if any of this should really change.
As a first.
Yeah. No. All right. Who can, in all seriousness, that offensive line is just injured all to hell.
Yeah.
When you're on your
Bengals are the
10th,
worst.
when you're on your 10th string offensive lineman with all those injuries, and you're still 7-4 or 6, have a winning record. Yeah, no. Maybe the closest, maybe the Falcons, but then you have the Cardinals, Washington. I'm not going to say the Cowboys move up because the Raiders.
Yeah.
Browns still keep at worst because it's hilarious. Yeah. There's no change. I feel like this is not going to really change for a while.
We'll have to see. Maybe the
Maybe
Cardinals.
the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs will be there just because of the stat talent they have. But yep, changes. No changes there for the Tank Bowl. Alrighty, we will now move on. Dark mode.
To Mamba.
Yes.
I am giving it to Josh Allen, not today, but last week's game.
Definitely not today.
100%
I would
not
have
today.
Got me
wait.
young.
Giving the best
Josh Allen cooked.
So,
Bryce Young.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Bryce Young. Either or.
it's that time of year again.
It is.
It's not. It's next week, not this week.
Next week.
Oh,
Shit.
wait, next
yeah,
week. Fuck.
next week we get to talk about this. Which there will be an earlier episode next week because there's Thursday football is a big thing for that. So yeah. Anyway, here are the scores from last week. Close race at the top. Macedon is leading out at 141-54, went 14-2 in week 11. I am behind him at 136-64, went 14-6. Then Gorlami, 135-56, only winning because he has less losses than Kiddev, who's 135-62. And then in last place, Mamba, 129-61. All right,
Comeback is on, boys.
we will start with the Steelers and Bears. Does Rodgers still own the Bears? My answer is no.
Yes.
Chicago going to win the game
Wow.
by 5.
Wait, Chicago by 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me Chicago by 7.
Steelers need that 9-8 Super Bowl. Chicago by 3.
Steelers by 6.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say Steelers by 4.
Okay. Here we go. Next up. I gotta
This
say,
is so wrong. It's so wrong at so many levels. If you know the
yeah, that's why I put that one because you don't know if you don't know.
I know.
But Patriots and Bengals. I'm a Bengals fan through and through, so I'm gonna go with the Patriots by 76. Please send Patriots by 76. Please escort Zach Taylor into the nearest neutron star immediately. Yeah. Fuck.
Me.
It's all downhill since that Super Bowl appearance.
Patriots by 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Patriots by 12, not because like Bengals defense, but Vrabel's just gonna be efficient and not gonna like go random. He's gonna run the ball. Trevion Henderson, fuck.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Man,
Drake May by 14.
Yeah, I'm going to say Patriots by 10. And Lob, because I thank you for your endorsement, I'm also going to say this is the game that gets Zach Taylor fired.
Please. Oh. All right, Giants and Lions. Lions are going to get a good bounce back win here. So I think they are going to win this game by 14.
Give me the Lions by 7. No, actually do 10.
Don't change on me in the last second. Detroit by 18.
Lions by 10.
Lions by 13.
All right. Next up, Vikings and Packers. I'm going to take the Packers in this one. I still don't trust the Vikings and how they're looking offensively. It's still a little iffy. I say Packers by 10.
Give me the Packers by 10. Or give me 14.
I'm shocked by that.
Not really.
I figured
They're
it.
butt cheeks, bro.
I know, but I figured you hated us more.
The Vikings are terrible this year. You think I'm gonna ruin my record?
Packers by 9.
My shit record.
Like it's alter ego.
Your
Packers
turn,
by
Kalani.
14.
Oh, I just said Packers by 9.
I was hoping you did.
Give me the NFC
Nine,
North
nine,
team
nine.
whose starting quarterback doesn't have a starting record of 2-27 by 14. So
Alrighty.
Packers.
Yeah. Seahawks and Titans. Tough loss for the Seahawks last week. Now they get to bounce back against the Titans. The stuff that Sam Darnold and JSN are going to do to the Titans is going to be apocalyptic on a biblical level. I will take
Just show that picture again.
But yeah, flip it. Yeah, Seahawks by 21.
Give me the Seahawks by 17.
McDonald's will
It's
actually
massive.
bounce back. Seattle by 24.
Seattle by 17.
Yeah, last week is a fluke. There's no way Darnold reverts to mono man stats against the Titans. Give me the Seahawks by 16.
All right, next up, Colts Chiefs. Big test for the Colts. Big test. One of the biggest they've had this season. I think they can do it. I'll take the Colts by 2 in Kansas City. Daniel Jones masterclass inbound.
Give me the Colts by 7.
Colts are coming off a bye week, so they'll be rested. And Jonathan Taylor's going to go off. Indianapolis by 11. MVP
Colts by
conversation, Jonathan Taylor.
Colts by 14.
Colts by 9.
All right, next up, Jets Ravens. Despite how bad the Ravens have been, they're still not the Jets. And say it with me, Jets suck. Ravens by 14.
Give me the only team that can actually fly, aka the Ravens, by 21.
Harbaugh's going to do something stupid, but he shouldn't be that stupid of losing to Jets. Baltimore by 13.
See, I think he's going to, and it's going to ruin my chance at winning money. So give me the Ravens by 7. Fuck it.
Counterpoint, Macedon. Tyrod Taylor is starting this game. That thing.
All right, hold on. Okay. Do you think that's worse than Justin Fields that won't throw?
Yes. Because as we've seen, every time
that hurts.
Taylor gets a start,
Sorry,
he gets injured
that
in
hurts.
the most ridiculous way possible.
Okay, never mind.
Then so they bring out a new guy.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor got fucked over. Hey, at least he has a ring.
He does have a ring.
Raiders. It would be hilarious for Shedeur Sanders' first game to start out, and then just he gets destroyed by the Raiders. But it's the Raiders. I think the Browns are going to eke this one out. Oh, by 3. Excuse me.
Yeah, give me the Raiders by 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cleveland's going to win, not because of Shedeur, but because of Myles Garrett. Cleveland by 2. Shedeur's going to try to lose.
Myles Garrett's going to get 6 sacks, and the Raiders are going to win by 3 somehow.
Are you actually saying Raiders?
Yeah.
I'm not against, like, in all seriousness, I can see that.
I really want to stay tie because both these teams are such ass. At least the Raiders have a somewhat competent offense. Raiders by 3.
Alrighty. Jaguars, Cardinals. Jaguars coming off a big win. Cardinals coming off a rough loss. Jacoby Brissett's arm is probably still sore to this day. I think, though, I'm going to take the Jaguars still. I think they just have a more complete team at this point. I'll take them by 4.
Give me, the Jags by 7.
God, are we going to go back to a couple weeks ago? Jaguars had a big win against the Chiefs, and then they stink it out the next. I'm being kind of serious on this one.
Maybe.
But Jonathan Gannon is a dumbass. How's that working out for you, schmuck? Jacksonville by 2? Like, oh.
Jags by 3.
Duval by 6.
Duval.
All right, next up,
Somehow
Eagles,
he
Cowboys.
has a winning record.
He does. Eagles, Cowboys from Arlington, Texas. I'm taking the Eagles. I think they'll win this game. Not by a lot, though, because I think their offense play calling still sucks, so I'll take them by 12.
Yeah, give me the Eagles by 7.
EAGLES by 11. Jordan Davis, my beloved. Muzzy has. I was Ayuk. I have Jordan Davis.
Ayuk,
He just reaches. He gets double teamed, and someone tries to go on the outside. He can still just go nom nom. I'm sorry.
Eagles by 4.
How about them Eagles by 10?
All right, next up, Falcons, Saints. The Falcons have been really inconsistent and terrible, but the Saints are the Saints, so give me the Falcons by 8.
Give me. Let me go Saints. Falcons are the Falcons. Yes, Saints by 7.
Yeah, I gotta go with Saints by 4 because Kirk Cousins is starting, and you see how that's been doing right now.
You mother shuckers.
Falcons by 6.
You said Falcons?
Falcons by 6.
Yeah. I see what you did there, Lob.
Yeah, with Big Kirko in instead of Dick the Cock Johnson, give me the Saints by 6.
Alrighty. Next up, Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers and Rams. I actually need to look at this. What is the Buccaneers' schedule?
Dude, it's tough.
So,
so
Falcons, Texans, Jets, easy to start off. Then Eagles, Seahawks, Niners, Lions, easy. Oh my God. They went.
It was rough in the middle.
Former Super Bowl champions, the hottest team in the NFL, the Christian McCaffrey carry team, the Dan Campbell's Lions, a bye week, the fucking Patriots and Drake May, and then the Bills, and then one of the best defenses in the NFL, and then they get to end out on an easy note. So they have just run the fucking gauntlet.
Yeah, they had a tough stretch in the middle of the season.
Oh my God, what a fucking... beginning of the season was sunshine and rainbows, and then the middle...
And then the Eagles game.
and then it's better now.
Well, it doesn't help that injuries.
Yeah. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Buccaneers, but you have to decide whether it's, you getting pulled into the portal of hell or you going up to heaven. So, which way is it going to be, Western man? I'm going to take the Rams in this one. Their defense is too strong. I'll take them by 7.
The Rams by 10.
I'm gonna say Rams, not because the Bucks are bad, partly because of Todd Bowles and injuries. So Rams by 6.
Rams on a game-winning field goal by 3.
Rams by 7.
All right, Monday Night Football, Panthers, 49ers. Despite the nearly 500 passing yard performance by Bryce Young, I'm still going to take the 49ers in this one. I think they're just too complete of a team. Even with the injuries, I'll take them by 3.
Yeah, 49ers by 10.
San Fran by 5. Not because Carolina's shit, but I think the San Fran's defense is a little bit better right now, even with injuries.
Yeah, give me the Niners by 7.
Niners by 10.
Alrighty. And with that, those are our predictions for week number 12.
Yeah,
we will not have to predict Thursday night games for next week because we are going to have an earlier episode for you guys. Because we are trying to record early to allow our time to record on Thursdays. We're not recording on Thanksgiving next week. So, yeah, that will wrap it up for us. Please enjoy this episode, enjoy football, enjoy the Thanksgiving festivities if you celebrate, spend some time with family, eat some good food, watch some good football. There should be some pretty good NFL games on the next week, but we'll get more into that with our next episode. We'll be releasing on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so we hope you enjoy your time. Thank you for watching the episode. Make sure to like and follow. Enjoy every football game you can because there's a limited amount of them in your life and you only get to see a certain few. And most importantly, or on the damn ball. Have a good night.
Ripping pepperoni my controller.
Ripping pepperoni controller.